I'd like to call to order the August 26, 2025 meeting of the Code Enforcement and Nuisance Board. Roll call.
Bruni.
Here.
Gonzalez.
Here.
Holman.
Here.
Mukanovich.
Here.
Hope everyone's had an opportunity to read the minutes from the July 22nd meeting. If so, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second. Alman, Gonzalez. Roll call.
Bruni.
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Holman.
Yes.
Mukanovich.
Yes.
Staff would please stand to be sworn in. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. We will now move into our hearing agenda. Madam Clerk.
Okay. Agenda item 2025-45 is for animal protection. This is an appeal to a citation for case number 2025-5007. Citation number is 2025-7621.7 with a citation fine in the amount of $206.04 for the property located at 1631 Pleasant Way. The owner is Jordan E. Steff and Bryant Kirby. The respondent is Mr. Bryant Kirby, and Mr. Bryant is in the audience this afternoon, and Officer Jessica Ferris will present the case.
This case was the result of a citizen complaint on 5/30/25 regarding the residents of this address shooting a skunk and leaving the carcass in the yard and a bad odor from a large number of chickens. On 5/30/25, the property was inspected and a notice of violation was issued and mailed to the PVA-listed owner and address with a compliance date of 6/6/25. The violation listed on the notice was roosters on the property. On 6/11, the property was inspected and remained in violation. A second notice of violation was issued and mailed to the PVA-listed owner and address on that date with a compliance date of 6/18/25. The additional violation listed on the NOV was poultry number. On 6/25/25, the property was inspected and remained in violation. A citation was issued and posted on the property, as well as sent by first class and certified mail to the PVA-listed owner and address. The compliance date listed on the citation was 7/5/25, which was postponed due to a filed appeal. The case was brought before the Code Enforcement and Nuisance Board at the July 2025 hearing. The board voted unanimously to uphold the citation and fine. After allowing a period for voluntary compliance following the board hearing, the property was again inspected on 7/30/25 and remained in violation. A citation was issued and posted on the property, as well as sent by first class and certified mail to the PVA-listed owner. The compliance inspection date listed on the citation was 8/9/25, which has been postponed due to the filed appeal. As of 8/26/25, this case has been open 89 days and remains in violation.
Mr. Kirby, representation.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. If you would, state your first and last name.
Chris Minix on behalf of Mr. Kirby.
Thank you.
First, I'd just like to start. I don't do these a lot, so what's the procedure usually? Do you just want me to make an opening, or do you just want me to start questioning the officer?
You can present your side of the case.
Okay. I know you were here before once with my client, and you all discussed. I've watched the video at length. The issue, and based on the plain language of the reading of the ordinance and what you heard from Mr. Kirby last time, it sounds like it would fall in the plain language of it. I'll just give you a little bit of background again about Mr. Kirby. Mr. Bryant Kirby, he's in the business of raising chickens and selling their eggs for profit under a Kentucky LLC, the Kirby Farm LLC. He organized it on January 5th, 2024. And the principal place of business is 1631 Pleasant Way. He received an agricultural tax exemption account with the Department of Revenue on June 24th, 2024. Mr. Kirby has been working with the Department of Agriculture and the Farm Service Agency to obtain financing to purchase a farm. Under that, he has to be able to do that, he has to be an applicant, must have 3 years of experience prior to submission. So this is something that allow him to do that. He made his first original purchase of 14 chicks, specifically hens, from Cackle Hatchery in January 15, 2023. It's my understanding this ordinance was enacted in December 3rd, 2024. So he was already doing this in advance of the enactment of the ordinance, and was relying on that and his ability to proceed, as well as the various arguments he made about the Right to Farm Act and other things you heard at the previous hearing. The crowing rooster, there is one rooster out there. It wasn't as intense to start having roosters, but you know, that he did try to take advantage of that. He currently has 22 hens and one rooster out there. You know, that's substantial compliant. He had 14 when he started, so he hasn't really tried to increase the amount. You know, and he follows all the regulations and everything he has to do to be compliant. He just sells, the chickens have eggs, he stamps them and he sells them. So that's where we're headed with it. And then I believe, you know, there's some other things, some legal arguments that I know you all aren't here to address that need to be made at a later date. So that's where I'll end with that. Thank you.
I could just clarify one thing, just for your records. The ordinance was revised in December of 2024. However, the livestock, poultry, all of that was pre-existing. So some of the revisions were regarding leaving a dog locked in a hot car, for example. So there were a couple things added to the ordinance, but that was pre-existing before that time.
When was it enacted? Do you have that?
I could look real quick and
In different language, or is it the same language?
no, the language has not changed with that. I want to say that's probably been 8 to 9 years ago, just roughly, but I could get you the exact date on when the poultry when the poultry numbers and all that went in.
I question the enforcement officer. Is that permissible?
Yes.
Officer
Make sure
Jessica
you use
Ferris.
your mic, okay? Thank you.
State your name.
Officer Jessica Ferris.
Okay, and you are the officer that cited Mr. Kirby?
Correct.
Okay. How was it that you came to, tell me what brought you to the property?
A complaint was received in our office, and it was dispatched to me to investigate.
What was the complaint?
The complaint was that Mr. Kirby had shot a skunk and left the carcass on that, and that the foul odor of numerous chickens on the property.
So where is this complaint documented?
You'd have to check with our office records.
It's like an open records request type?
I believe so.
Okay. So do you know who took the complaint?
Originally, no. It can come in various ways.
How do you receive complaints?
It's either through CAD, if they're called in through LMPD, or not LMPD, I'm sorry, I came from Louisville, BGPD, it'll go through CAD, or it can also be emailed or even called into our office.
Was there someone with you that date?
No.
Okay. So when you first responded to this call, where did you arrive?
At Mr. Kirby's house.
Did you go directly to the house, or did you go speak to the complainant?
I spoke to him originally.
Okay. Describe what you saw when you arrived.
On the initial call, I did not see a lot. I only heard a rooster coming from the backyard because he did not grant access to his property.
So when you were you there, were you called to the property because of the skunk or because of the chickens?
Both.
Okay, so you're saying in the complaint that the chickens were mentioned too?
Correct.
Okay, so where did you go? Tell me about when you went and visited the complainant.
So I wasn't granted access that day, but I heard the rooster on the property, so that was the first violation sent out. When I went back for a follow-up inspection, I spoke to a neighbor who granted me access to the property to view Mr. Kirby's backyard from their property, and that's when I saw numerous chickens, and I heard the rooster and saw the rooster.
They were confined though, right?
There have been several inspections. On some of them inspections, they were confined, and others, they were loose.
I'm sorry, go ahead. How do you define confined?
They were in his backyard.
So they're confined? So you're saying there were some not confined?
So he has a pen area in his backyard, and some inspections, they have been encased in that pen area only, and then other times they have been loose in the yard.
Was there fence around the yard?
There is fencing around some of the yard. I'm not sure if it's fully fenced in or not.
Tell me about your your discussions with the complainant.
On the initial call, I requested access. I explained that why I was there, the violation in regards to chickens and the skunk. I was informed the skunk had already been disposed of. I requested access to verify and confirm and check out the conditions. I was not granted that access.
Who was the complainant?
I don't have that information off the top of my head. It may be in open records.
You said you spoke to him though, right?
I spoke to a neighbor on a follow-up investigation. I don't know if that neighbor is the complainant or not.
Who's the neighbor you spoke with?
It was the gentleman at 1633, I believe. I don't.
What'd y'all talk about?
I just requested, I explained that I was there to view the neighbor's yard, and I requested access to view, and they let me have access to their yard.
How many of these types of citations have you issued for this violation of this ordinance?
I've issued a handful of citations.
So when you said you heard the chicken, describe how it sounded.
Like
Sorry, I'm not gonna make
like a rooster crowing.
I couldn't help myself. All right, so tell me about your conversation, to your recollection, with Mr. Kirby. Did you speak with his wife before we did that?
I spoke to, the wife was the one that initially answered the door for me. She said she went in the house a time or two, said she'd have to keep speaking to her husband. Eventually, Mr. Kirby came out. Both told me that I did not have access to the yard, and then so I left.
How many times did you hear the rooster?
At least once, maybe a couple times, but I know at least once.
The door was open and you could, where did you hear the rooster from?
I was standing in the front yard, and I could hear the rooster crowing in the backyard.
Okay. Questions?
Any further questions from the board?
I don't think so.
Nothing further. Thank you for your time.
I'll make a motion to uphold the citation and fine the amount of $206.04.
Second.
Konovich, Holloman, roll call.
Rooney.
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Holman.
Yes?
Mukanovich.
Yes.
And the citation and fine are upheld, and I will send out a fine in effect afterward, which will be mailed, certified and first-class mail to you.
You have 30 days to appeal to the district.
Thank you.
Agenda item 2025-46 is for code compliance. This is request for authorization to issue a per-day fine citation for case number 2024-10140 for the property located at 431 Park Row. The owner is Mark D. Bitterling, and Officer Sonia Duderick will present the case.
Little technical difficulty, apologies.
This case was a result of citizen complaint on 2/16 of 2024. During the initial inspection, the following violations were observed. Chipping paint on the siding, protective treatment, and overhang extension not maintained in good repair. A notice of violation was sent to PVA listed owner and address on the above date, actually on 12/17/2024, with the compliance reinspection date of 1/17/2025. If you can see on the picture, there's chipping paint and overhang underneath the place. That's in disrepair. On 1/22/2025, property was inspected, remained in violation. On 2/12/2025, the property was inspected again and remained in violation. A voicemail was left for the property owner to contact our office. On 2/21/2025, the property was inspected, remained in violation. A door tag was posted on the front door with attempt for the property owner to contact our office. On 2/27/2025, the property owner's relative called and left a voicemail advising they would be starting the work on the property in a week. A return voicemail was left with a clarification of violation. On 3/14/25, a phone contact was attempted with the owner's relative. A voicemail was left. On 3/19/2025, the property was inspected, remained in violation. A citation was issued and posted on the property, as well as sent by first class and certified mail to the PVA listed owner. The compliance inspection date listed on the citation was 3/31/2025. As you can see on the bottom picture, there's no work completed on the siding at the top or the overhang. On 4/1/2025, the property owner called the office, left a voicemail, stated he's working on getting a contractor but has been having a hard time due to weather and contractors have canceled on him. On 4/22/2025, the property was inspected, remained in violation. A citation was issued and posted on the property, as well as sent by first class certified mail to the PVA listed owner. The compliance inspection date on the citation was 5/2/2025. As you can see on the pictures, no work was done at that property. On 5/6/2025, property was inspected and overhang extension was repaired. On 6/3/25, the property was inspected and another door tag left. On 6/17/25, a voicemail was left for a relative as well as property owner to contact our office. On 7/9/25, the property was inspected, remained in violation. A citation was issued and posted on the property, as well as sent by first class and certified mail to the PVA listed owner. The compliance inspection date listed on the citation was 7/21/2025, and the violation listed on the citation was missing chipping paint protective treatment. You can see in that picture that overhang has been repaired. However, the chipping paint on that siding and the corner of the building is missing. That they did post a note that remodels in progress, however, no permits. They don't require a permit, but there's nothing to our office that was communicated to us. As of 8/26/2025, the case has been open 253 days and remained in violation. The property is highly visible area downtown on Fountain Square, and the property owner is not properly maintaining the facade and exterior of the building. As you can see today's picture, there's still no work being done on chipping paint and the corner of the building.
Make a motion to authorize issuance of a per-day fine citation in the amount of $100 to run for a period of 60 days or until compliance.
Second.
Bruni, Holman, roll call.
Bruni.
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Holman.
Yes.
Mukanovich.
Yes.
I believe that concludes all our business. Our next hearing is Tuesday, September 23rd. Are there any other comments or announcements? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Holman, Gonzalez, roll call.
Rooney.
Yes,
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Holman.
Yes.
Mukanovic.
we are adjourned.